Well, should we do this thing?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. I burped.
Bless you.
Is that what you say when one burps?
No,
What do you say?
nothing. I was just trying not to make it awkward.
Oh, well, that's
And
it's
then you
way
just
more awkward now.
started asking questions.
All right, let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Zelda Cast here on ZeldaDungeon.net. My name is Andy Spiteri, and as always, I'm joined by my pal Alasyn Aletha. We are seeing each other in like a couple of days. Yeah. You know, Goo was asking me if we were going to do a show together, and I was telling him, you know what, we thought about it, but like, I think we don't have a lot of time together. None of us really wanted to take our equipment and all that kind of stuff. So, but everyone will have to settle for like pictures that we'll post, but no show recorded together, which I think is like fine. I think that's fine.
Next time we need to drag Cal with us, and that way we could do a show.
Yeah,
He's got all the
actually,
equipment.
yeah, he's the man. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing pretty okay. Like I was telling you, I've been doing a lot of work, getting ready for house renovation stuff. So just a busy weekend. Feel a little tired, but otherwise I'm good. I'm excited to come see you in a couple days. And yeah, what
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, I'm on vacation. I'm still grinding away in Silk Song right now,
Oh
which
wow.
is like this is a crazy Metroidvania. It's like super hard, but really fun. The moments where you win are just like euphoric.
hmm
So I don't know, like we were saying last week a little bit, but like there's gonna have to be some like real strong showings from like Metroid Prime 4 or Hades 2 or Age of Imprisonment to kind of dethrone it for my game of the year so far, because like Silksong is on another level. I think it's really
hmm
good.
I feel like the only two new games I'm going to be playing this year are Legend ZA and Age of Imprisonment. So between those two is supposed to be my game of the year. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, other than that, it's looking forward to our trip and you know, going back to the old U.S. of A. and
Mhm.
and then seeing you, which is going to be great. So yeah, I'm really excited to come down in a couple of days, and you know, hopefully we make it back out or make it in at all. I don't know, but yes, that's what we got going on, and
Mhm.
yeah, no, other than that, just kind of like still like reeling it in from the direct the other day. Like I'm taking my time with Silk Song, but at the same time, I do feel like a little bit of pressure to maybe like
Yes.
speed it up a little bit, you know. Otherwise, like
Mhm.
I hate to say, like, because I was gonna say one of these games has to wait. It's gonna have to be Hades 2, which is kind of the game I want to play the most. But like,
Mhm.
it might have to wait a little bit depending on how everything goes. So, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I got going
I'm
on. Nothing new.
I'm trying to push through the end of Baldur's Gate, but the end of Baldur's Gate is there's so much happening. And then, of course, I got to play our game that we're going to cover here in a couple weeks.
I am not playing it
And
again. I'm just winging it
well,
off
I haven't
memory.
played it at all, so that's my problem. I got
There
to
you go.
play it. And then um yeah, that's where I'm at as far as gaming, but I'm trying to get it done before Pokemon comes out, which is like coming up really quick, like less than a month.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, crazy, crazy how this time keeps on flowing and flowing. Okay, what we got on tap today? We are going to. By the way, if you are a podcast listener, which 99% of people listening to this are listening to on a podcast platform, I do want to shout out that we do have these entire episodes up on YouTube, the Zelda Dungeon YouTube page, as well as we stream them on twitch.tv/the Zelda Cast. And why I'm saying that to start off with is because today we are going to be going frame by frame for the latest Age of Imprisonment trailer to try and see what we can figure out, maybe a few little details. I've actually only watched it like once or twice after it came out, so I'm going in pretty eyes open here. But obviously, video form is works a little bit better. We're going to give you the timestamp so that maybe you can follow along if you have the the trailer open on your phone or anything like that. But if you can, check it out over on YouTube or check it out over on Twitch. I think you got like a week before it gets archived or something like that, and try and follow along with us there because it'll make a little bit more sense where you can see the frames that we're frozen on. So wanted to throw that out there for everybody. But yeah, we got going that on, and we're gonna see what we can figure out next week. We are going to be doing a question and answer episode. And by the way, over in the Zelda Dungeon Discord, we've restructured everything a little bit. So now there's a dedicated channel where you can just ask questions. We please ask people not to answer questions in there, okay? We want to keep it clutter-free so that poor Alasyn doesn't have to go and spend way too long trying to find these questions. But there's a channel where you can ask your questions. There's a channel for new episodes. There's a channel for our patrons. So we're trying to expand our channel reach in the Zelda Dungeon Discord. We're slowly taking over there. Okay, so go and join. Ask your questions. There will be a Blue Sky post going up as well. So make sure that you check that out. Ask your questions there as well. But we will be answering them next week, and we've got a lot on tap already. So add away to them. Anything about Age of Imprisonment. Throw in a couple maybe just like general Zelda questions in there too. And yeah, we're happy to answer them. And speaking of questions, Al. Speaking of questions. We did, we being myself and Gooey Fame, did a really, really great episode of the Zelda Cast XL on Friday night, where we answered a bunch of questions about whether we think that, if it's more likely if Twilight Princess is coming to NSO, or if it's coming to like a 3D All-Stars type of idea. We talked about the lore implications of like the Koroks or the Deku Scrubs. Are they one and the same, or are they not? We talked about will there be a new Zelda game to launch in and around with the Zelda movie? Like lots of different stuff, and we just kind of chatted about the games we're playing a little bit and played some Zelda Hurdle. It was a really fun episode, and just kind of like a nice and breezy one. So if anyone out there really wants to get in on that action and get to the patron chat and have access to a whole bunch of other content over on our Patreon, frankly, $4 gets you in the door. So consider signing up. It's patreon.com/spnet. And Gooey and I are all over that place. So go and check it out.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we do have a lot to get into with this trailer, but we should say that we are fans on this show of Zelda music, of course, and
yes.
We are fans on this show of lo-fi music, and when the two of those coalesce, it is a beautiful thing. And we did have a new Zelda lo-fi album come out. It is from Coffee Date, and I forgive me, what's the actual name? Hyrule Cafe 3, right?
Yeah, they had 2 last year, and then they came out with 3 this year, or
Nice.
like literally a few days ago.
What were your thoughts?
When I was looking at the song lineup, I was a little nervous because some of them are much like a lot of the other albums where you have your Hyrule Fields, you have your Great Sea, your your Korok Forest. But then I was seeing like some where I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I haven't heard these songs be given like a lo-fi remix yet, or like Windfall Island, Sheikah Tower, Crimson Loftwing, Bolero of Fire. I feel like I never see that get some remix. So I was like optimistic, and then in the end I loved it. I feel like Coffee Date does a good job with their Hyrule Cafe series and the Stardew and Chill series, where they add their own little like touch to it, where it's not just a song and some lo-fi beats, and it feels really unique. And so I've been listening to it the last few days, and I think it's great. I love it.
Yeah, I listened to, I only got about halfway through, and then I got pulled away to something else at work. But I think that Coffee Date's actually like one of the better. She might have a claim to be the best right now, like lo-fi kind of Zelda musician in that world. I will say though, like my thoughts, and even listening to like the first couple of tracks, like let me just, and I'll preface this, like I thought every track sounded really great, okay, like really great. But if you are like a musician out there and you want to make a Zelda lo-fi album, like I am begging you, go deep with some of these tracks, because like we do not need another Korok Forest or another Song of Storms or another Great Sea. You know what I mean? Like they all sounded really good, and I thought that she does a predictably great job with them. But there's so much great Zelda music that you could be doing, and like no one has touched has anyone done a track at all from A Link Between Worlds? Like, has anyone done Lorule Castle?
Yeah, Michael's done the Lorule Castle theme.
What about the Minish Cap? Like, has a single soul done a single song from the Minish Cap?
Minish Woods would be a bomb
Yeah.
lo-fi song. That would be
Um,
great. I
like,
want to say I just counted, and I think at least 6 songs on this album are newer, are like not stuff that, like Michael's
yeah,
done or his brother's done or Coffee Date has done in the past. So
totally.
that's good. Yeah, they do have some like like Sheikah Tower was really like surprisingly
That was
really like
cool. Yeah.
calming and good. Um the Serenade to the A Great Fairy, I think that would be a popular choice because a lot of people really like that from Tears of the Kingdom. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think a lot of them are, but I agree with what you're saying, and that's why initially when I was seeing like the beginning of the
Yeah.
album, I was like, ugh, Hyrule Field, Korok Forest. So
Well, and like again, to be clear, like I thought that the music that she made
they
was
sound
really good. It sounds
great.
really good. Like all the tracks do.
Hmm.
I just like there's definitely some tracks that are like they get cycled around, and like there's such a rich history in the series. Like where's Dark Death Mountain from Link to the Past, or where's like
Hmm.
even in like Ocarina of Time or Skyward Sword or Wind Waker, like those games have music in them that hasn't been done yet, right? Like
Hmm.
I just like think that you want to stand out, right? And like it's tough when much like you, I was just like, oh man, like Korok Forest again, like okay.
Yeah.
Um,
There's at least 3 out there that I know of Korok
yeah,
Forest and 2 Great Seas and I mean, yeah, like my thing is that I put these all in one album, so I have a big lo-fi and chill
me
collection
too. Yeah.
where I put like Michael stuff, Jacoby stuff, Coffee Date. I have some Highland, I think. I've got some special Lord of the Rings ones from like Chill Astronaut. So it's all
Hmm.
in there. And when you have like 3 different versions of Song of Storms, you're like, I
Yeah.
know whose this is, but like I've already heard this in this rotation. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
So I thought it was a really good album, but I am itching for like some deeper cut tracks, and I don't know, maybe like we're not the target audience necessarily for this, like that maybe this is more like casual aimed, but
Oh, I
like
see
I
what
don't
you're
know,
saying.
like I kind of don't think so. Like we're Zelda fans, so like it's like is that is that big of an ask to be like, okay, let's get some deeper cuts that we haven't heard before, because like you have to be cognizant of like what your peers have made as well, I feel like, in this space, right?
Mhm.
Like there's I don't know, but I thought the album was
I
good.
hope
I wish it was a little bit of a different track list.
right. I hope they make a 4 next year
Yeah.
because I know like Michael was said he was done with Zelda and Chill 3. So this is Hyrule Cafe 3. I would have to see. I don't like go on social media or anything. I would have to go on their social media and see if they plan on continuing. But I hope so because I really like what they do with all their songs. I love their Stardew and Chill soundtracks as well. And I think you
Yeah,
also like the Stardew and
I
Chill
did.
soundtrack.
I really
Yeah.
liked oh god, it was like Horseradish Village or something like that.
Horseradish Jam.
That was such a sweet song. I really like that. I have that on my and chill playlist, and I haven't even played Stardew Valley, but I mean like that, like there's just so much music, like Echoes of Wisdom. And granted, maybe
Hmm.
this album was kind of like already in gear before Echoes of Wisdom came out, so like maybe we
Hmm.
can give that a pass. But you know, just don't be afraid to like get deep and switch it up, and to
Hmm.
be fair, like some of them are like the Bolero of Fire. That's kind of like a that's not one
I
that maybe
loved
you'd
it.
pick out every day, but
Hmm.
yeah,
But then
that
you
that
have
was my
Serenade of
thoughts.
Water, which has been another list too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, I thought it was good.
I thought it was good too.
I thought it
So
was good.
shout out Coffee Date.
It's on
Thanks
Spotify
for
right now.
adding. Yeah, thanks for adding to my playlist. It grows all the time.
It certainly does. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of quick things before we get going. Number one, just over on ZeldaDungeon.net, one thing that we are asking for everybody's help here. Okay, if you live in the United States of America, and I think it's only the United States of America right now, we are asking if you can help Zelda Dungeon by naming us a preferred source on Google. And basically, what that means is that Google will prioritize Zelda Dungeon over like some of the AI schlop that's out there when you're searching for Zelda stuff. It takes like 2 seconds. It's a click of a button. I'm not going to bore everyone with the details. There's a very detailed article on ZeldaDungeon.net. It's one of the top articles on the site right now. All you need to do is just like click 2 buttons and it's done. So we don't use AI. We take our sourcing and journalism very seriously. Like as the former editor in chief of this site, I can attest to that. So that'd be really cool and mean a lot to us if people would take a couple minutes of their time to do that. And like I said, the instructions are right there over on ZeldaDungeon.net. So
Very nice. I like it.
Okay, and the only other quick thing before we get down to business here is, well, two things actually. So number one, we've got some teases that Age of Imprisonment is going to use amiibo support. I don't think that was any big surprise there, but there was like a tease, like some kind of bonus or something like that came out from Nintendo that kind of teased towards that. So that's kind of neat. And the other quick thing is that Age of Imprisonment is going to be playable at the Tokyo Game Show in 2025. So I believe this will be the first time getting to play it. So you get to play as Zelda, Rauru, Minoru. Pretty cool.
That's exciting. I'm eager to see what footage we'll get to dissect from that.
I kind of feel like it's going to be
I think they did this for Age of Calamity as well. Yeah. And there wasn't a lot, but it was still kind of fun to see how the movement was going to be, what the music sounds like, etc. Yeah. So
I'm not really expecting a ton of talking points out of this, to be honest. I think it's going to be basically what you've seen in the trailers, just in long form, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe the battle-tested Guardian will make his return.
Maybe they'll confirm the being able to explore outside of the maps.
Maybe Terrico will show back up.
Oh my god. I love Terrico, but no.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. We have got 2 minutes of footage to go through here, and we're going to milk this footage for every second that we can. So we are going to go over and we are going to analyze this Nintendo Direct trailer and see if there is anything that we can figure out. Now, everyone should be able to see the trailer right now, ironically, except for Alasyn. So, Al, you'll have to follow along on your own. I'm sorry.
Rude. Okay.
I try my best here, okay? Let's get started and let's see what we can figure out. Okay, so we are going to press play now. Still not used to that Switch 2 snap.
I love it.
Okay, you know what? Let's just pause literally right away at 6 seconds. I'm actually going to rewind to 4 seconds. So this is a shot of Big Daddy Ganon, and he has... I think he's got the Secret Stone by this point, because he looks just absolutely menacingly evil. He looks like he's about to transform into the Demon King here. Yeah, just a cool shot. Nothing really lore-wise to be gained from here, but just a cool shot. I think more Ganondorf is always good.
I loved this moment in the Direct because as soon as you saw Ganondorf's his smirk, I was like, okay, let's go. That's literally what I said. Or I was like, all right, let's go. And so I was excited because I was like, I feel like this is the first time we're seeing more real Ganondorf footage for this game. Yeah. And so I was thinking it was going to be more focused on him the entire the Tyler trailer just because of these couple of images. But it was really, it got me hyped already.
Man, I can't wait to play as Ganondorf in this game. I think that's going to be the highlight of this game.
He was pretty fun to play as in the original Hyrule Warriors. Yeah. So I think he's going to be better in this game.
Okay, let's keep playing. So we're at 4 seconds. We're going to play now. And let's actually go back and pause for a quick second there over at 7 seconds. So this is Zelda with her weapon of choice in this game. And I don't think... Did we see this in a previous trailer? I think we did, right?
Mm-hmm, I think so. Yep.
So we didn't see this in Tears of the Kingdom, I don't think. This is some kind of beam sword gimmick thing.
No, so the weapons that we see Zelda using and Rauru using, they were not things that we saw in Tears. We had the construct weapons, and then I believe they were blue. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but these seem to be powered by their light powers.
Right. Okay. Well, let's keep going here. 7 seconds. Oh, here's the money shot. So 9 seconds. These are our list of playable characters here, or who we imagine are the playable characters. So we've got Minoru, we've got Zelda, we've got the as of yet unidentified Zora Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Yeah, looks like a newer character that obviously we haven't seen before. We've got Rauru. This is the Gerudo Sage that we did see with her mask off, which we maybe is Naboru, maybe isn't Naboru, who knows. And then the Goron and the Rito Sage there. I do wonder like like I can't refresh my memory. In Tears of the Kingdom, does it say if the masks serve any kind of like special purpose for these sages?
I don't think so. I think it just like marked them as sages, and I think it was just Nintendo's way of lazily not giving us new characters.
Okay.
I mean, like they don't ever say anything about the masks really.
What do you think the chances are that a couple months after this game, 1, 2, 3, 4 new amiibo are released for us to purchase?
I don't know if we would get all new amiibo for these guys. I feel like we got the amiibo for the old champions. We got the amiibo for the new sages. I don't know if they would do a whole nother round of like old sages. I don't know. I'd be okay. I'm more. I think we would probably get a Rauru amiibo.
I hope so. There is amiibo coming out. Like the Minoru has an amiibo coming out, right?
That was announced a while ago.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on that. So I'm assuming it's coming out for this game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we would probably get Rauru out of this. But it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, we're gonna get 4 new amiibo when they didn't even do anything for Echoes of Wisdom. So I'm just kind of like, I think they'll give us 1 or 2, but like they're not gonna really care that much.
That was too bad we didn't get an Echoes of Wisdom amiibo. Now that you say it, I don't know why. All right.
It would have been so cute next to my Link's Awakening amiibo.
All right, let's press play. Here. Oh, well, okay, we're going to pause it at 13 seconds. What do we got going on here? Who is this?
I don't know. I'm like,
very
what is
peculiar.
This thing?
Oh, I was going to see, let's see if we can see anything. I'm going to go back to 13 seconds here. Yeah, so like this kind of looks like a character from ARMS a little bit. Very loosey-goosey ARMS. I can't even tell if this is an enemy or not, actually.
Okay, you know what? I have a theory, and sorry to anybody at Zelda Dungeon. I haven't read anything that's gone on the site, so I have no idea if anybody else has made this theory. But this thing with the arms... Oh, crap. I just did something funny with my video. Okay, this thing with the arms looks like the boss from the Water Temple is involved. And then, if you skip forward a couple, like, milliseconds, there's another new thing that looks like it's coming from the Goma rocks.
Okay.
From Tears. So I think the bosses are gonna have like extra stuff going on.
Well, let's see.
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, well, I would almost say, like, I wonder if they're not like the bosses with extra stuff, or just like new bosses but are like inspired by those bosses, kind of thing.
Yeah, because like, again, this water thing with the arms, I feel like I saw the weird little shark thing in there, and then this magma guy, a couple seconds later, he's coming out of the rocks that Goma throws around in Tears. So
yeah, he's got the Ganondorf beard around his eyeball too. If you can see. No, this looks definitely like pretty cool. I'm assuming that the water thing was an enemy, and that this rock thing, also at 13 seconds, is clearly an enemy as well. So yeah, we'll see. Let's keep on pressing forward. Actually, you know what? Let me just go back a quick second, because so it looks like this thing actually isn't part of the rock, because it looks like he just like stays on.
Oh, he's over the rock. He's got spider.
He's got claws legs and stuff.
Yeah, I just thought he was coming out of it, but you're right. He's got some legs. They're all fiery.
Interesting. Okay, let's keep going here.
Creepy.
So we've got Zelda teaming up with the Rito champion here. This is pretty cool. The swords or whatever are made of light. That's pretty sweet. That's like some Final Fantasy stuff right there.
I watch it. They're like both spinning. It's almost like they're dancing. Oh, they are dancing. Okay, I'm going back through the frames, and he's literally holding up her hand, spinning her, and then they both spin and attack. That is so cool.
Yeah, she's definitely doing a couple twirls.
Oh my gosh, he's spinning her.
Now look at this, a very fleeting second of Zelda and the Zora champion battling, God, something. There's like a ginormous explosion happening. We can barely see anything.
Lots of Gibdos.
Yes. Well, and here we go. So Zelda's got her light bow. She was the Gerudo champion. And there is an absolute army of Gibdos. We're 13 seconds in. I think those are Gibdos. Actually, I don't know what those are now that I see them.
I think they look like Gibdos.
Oh, and okay, here we are with Zelda and Minoru. Looks like they're on the Great Sky Islands here.
Yep, that's what I thought too. And they're fighting constructs.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why. Maybe they're just training. Like this is like
this tells me this is a training mission for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that ginormous white like chain ball thing that it's got. That's cool.
This is pretty gnarly. Yeah. I wouldn't want to mess with Minoru's construct, who kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle in this particular frame right here at 18 seconds.
Look like I'm a little disappointed. It almost showed all of the sages except for the Goron one, like her Zelda working with all of them, but it didn't show anything with the Goron one. Which I'm like, come on.
It did show the Goron sage. He was just rolling away, but
right. But like they showed a combo. What is it called? The Sync Strike or whatever. With Zelda, with the Rito, the Zora, the Gerudo, and the Construct, but not the Goron.
You know what I think they should do with the Goron Sage? Maybe it's too late for this, but like, has there ever been a female Goron Sage? That would be different.
No.
That'd be interesting.
I don't even know. Do we like?
Are there female
I don't feel like I've ever
Gorons?
interacted with a female Goron.
What wasn't there a female Goron in Echoes of Wisdom?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember now either, but anyway, that would just be like a nice change of pace. So, all right, let's keep playing. 18 seconds in. Oh, the big title. Let's pause here for a quick second. I love this title, actually.
This title card is so cool.
This title card looks absolutely awesome. The logo of Ganondorf looks great. Very well done.
I agree.
After traveling back in time.
Pause to 25 seconds. There's Zelda.
Princess Zelda meets the first king of Hyrule.
Okay, so Rauru, the first king of Hyrule. There we go. I love this design of Rauru. He just looks so cool.
He looks so cool. So I look at Raru's like cloak thing that he's got on, and it's the same design as the Korok's scarf, I think. They're a funny little Korok guy. I tried to say scarf and Korok at the same time. Yeah, so I wonder if it was like given to him by like if they're friends with the royal family or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either, but let's keep going here. By the way, confirmation in chat that there was indeed a female Goron in Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay, thank you.
I thought I remembered there being one, but anyways, let's keep going here. 27 seconds to press and play.
And the Queen, Sonia.
The Queen, Sonia. So I'm going to pause here at 31 seconds. I know I've said this before, and people are probably sick of me saying it, but like, man, of anybody, I think Sonia just like desperately needs some like real character development in this game, because I just like, she was just a paper thin character, wasn't really given a lot of cool stuff to do in Tears of the Kingdom other than kind of like gossip with Zelda, which I was really disappointed about, because I just thought that the potential for this character, just like the aesthetic of the character, looked so interesting when it was first announced.
Yeah, I feel like you get some insight when you read stuff, or you read the pillars. I can't remember what they're called. Sorry, but like that the old
the one that you have to transcribe in Kakariko Village. Yeah.
Yes. So you get a little insight into her and like how they met, how they like married and stuff like that. But I would like to just like see it. Yeah. I think there's also in some of the cutscenes in Tears, you see like the trust that Sonia has in Rauru, and so even when Zelda doubts, Sonia's like, "Don't worry, just wait and watch," and that's what they do, and it kind of like they trust in Rauru. But unfortunately, that didn't really work out in her favor. So I'm eager to get to know her a little bit more as well, outside of like text.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
All right, so 31 seconds. We're going to press play and continue.
She joins them to take on Demon King.
Actually, let's pause there for a second. This is a really cool inscription, too, and, like, obviously a little bit of a spoiler here, but obviously that's Sonia, and, like, Ganondorf is literally, like, taking the secret stone out of her body. Pretty apt, actually.
I remember, like, when we first saw these hieroglyph-looking things, and I was like, I think this is like some other princess, because a lot of people were like, is that Zelda? And I was like, I think this is some other princess. And he like broke ties or like betrayed a nation, and that's kind of what he did. It's just
That's
happened
exactly
to be
what he
Queen
did.
Sonya.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just different than what I initially thought. So, but yeah, it's really cool imagery. How they tell the story.
All right, so 34 seconds. Let's press play.
Ganondorf, in a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War.
In a conflict that will come to be known as the Imprisoning War. I'm just going to pause it at 40 seconds here. Cool. Now, I do want to focus on something that I see on screen here, and that is like the combo pathway that is here. How do you feel about this? On one hand, like, I mean, these are very simple combos, like Y, X times 2. But, like, I will say, I'm, like, for me, like, I'm not really good at fighting games, and I don't really like doing, like, complicated button inputs for combos. So, like, this doesn't really have me, like, super jazzed, even though, obviously, it's, like, super, super simple what we're seeing here. I don't know if, like, this just tells me that, like, maybe later there's going to be more complex button inputs, and that's just, like, not my thing, I don't think.
I mean, there always is when it comes to Warriors games. There's always been button combos. My problem is that I can never, I just never keep track. I feel like I'm button mashing and I'm fighting really fast, so I'm not sitting here counting 1, 2, 3 Ys, 2 X's. So I'm always like, okay, if I do a cool move, it's because I did a certain combo. Now, if I can see it on the screen at all times, I feel like that would be cool. I think this is more like maybe like a trial run, like kind of your why can't I think of words today? I'm really struggling.
I don't know. You need a coffee?
Your tutorial moment,
yes.
You know, where it's saying like, look, you can do these combos. That's cool. But I don't think it's going to be there at all times. I imagine if it was, I'd be kind of like, okay, cool. Then I could see my combos. But I was thinking of you and how you don't really like a lot of stuff on your screen. And I'm like, Andy's going to hate it.
Yeah, like I don't like stuff on my screen really at all. But I wouldn't mind this, to be honest, if like there are those like more complex button combos that you need to do. Like I wouldn't mind having that, but like again, how do you put that on your screen without it just like taking up
getting in the way?
Yeah, so I saw this and I was just kind of like, and maybe this is an Age of Calamity as well, and I'm just not remembering. But yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it was the combo buttons were in Age of Calamity. It's just it didn't show you.
Well, let's press play. We're at 40 seconds, so let's just keep it going.
Hordes of enemies as you fight alongside.
And let's pause here for a quick sec because we have what certainly looks to be Queen Sonya here. Is that right?
No, I think that's Rauru.
Is that Rauru?
Yes.
Raru's just got like that cool hair.
Yes, Rauru has a lot of hair.
I'm gonna fast forward actually until 45 seconds. You're right. That's totally Rauru. Like, are we playing as Sonya? I wonder because we haven't seen anything with her.
I think well, you know what? I don't know, but I'm sure we will. I feel like
I could have swore we saw her in this trailer.
We've talked about it in the past where it's like we don't know a lot of characters that can be used as playable characters in this time, so like you go on to use all the characters you can, and I'm sure Sonya does have a good fighting skill. And let me be honest, I've only watched this trailer once during the direct, so if Sonya is in it and she's fighting, I don't remember.
So we've got Rauru, we've got Zelda, we've got Minoru. Who is this?
And then that random NPC guy.
He just kind of looks like a random castle guard to me.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well, if anybody knows who that is, let us know. But
also, I love like the colors. This is just me being dumb and nitpicky. Like, there's a yellow, blue, green, and purple. Why is the yellow one yellow? Why isn't it red? Why don't we have the Link colors here?
What?
So where you have the little playable characters on the left, you've got the yellow arrow, blue, green, purple.
Oh, I see.
Why is it yellow? Dumb.
Oh.
That's just me being stupid, but like
I'll say that blue and green looks pretty similar. That I'm gonna call that a turquoise. Okay.
I mean, they're blue and green.
All right, let's press play. We're at 45 seconds. Raru's got 100K. Oh, here's the money shot. Here's our man, Mr. Korok himself, the new playable character. You know what, Al? So last week we were saying that we were talking about how if they're gonna do all the sages, like they need to. Maybe this is a couple weeks ago actually, but like anyways. So we were like, they don't have a Korok sage or a Kokiri sage. Like if they're gonna be kind of doing a 1-for-1 inspired by sages, like if Noboru is in fact going to be the sage of the Gerudo, but maybe a different Noboru. I was like, well, we're missing somebody, and lo and behold, here we go with a little Korok dude. So he showed up. I actually am still going to stick to my thought that maybe there is a way that like this little dude is the Great Deku Tree. Probably unlikely, very likely wrong in this point, but like I think that'd be really cool, man, to like play as the Great Deku Tree, like this little, you know, because this is like way in the past. Like maybe he just needs to mature into that big tree form. But yeah, I thought this is great actually. This little Korok guy, and he's attacking with little like
the elemental fruit.
Yeah, the elemental fruit. Like, looks like he's got a kind of solid moveset behind him. I actually like really popped off for this when it was shown.
I like this guy. I'm excited about this guy. I'm excited to get to know this guy. I feel like they put Hestu in Age of Calamity. I don't think I really cared. I was like, oh, okay, Hestu, nice. And
I was excited.
I'm like more excited about this guy because he's just a little guy and he's got a cool hat and then like I said, the scarf is the same as Raru's like his little cape thing. So I'm like, are they friends? Did he give him the scarf? I'm excited to get to know this guy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're at 48 seconds, so let's press play and we'll go ahead. Sorry, I have to pause it again at 49 seconds. I just love attacking with this elemental fruit. This is so good. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah.
It just looks like Candy Crush, you know?
It does. It looks like a fruit ninja. That's literally what he does. He throws the fruit and then he slices it. It's like, so great.
Okay, pressing play at 49 seconds. A devastating attack. Let's pause here at 53 seconds-ish. So we can see Minoru, and she's fighting just as Minoru here, so no other, no construct there. I'm wondering if, like, I mean, I'm pretty sure that, like, Minoru and, like, construct Minoru aren't going to be separate characters. Maybe there's just some way that, like, you can activate it or something.
Well, if you think about, like, when you are selecting your character, you can, especially Zelda, you can be like, I want to use, let's go back to Calamity. I want to use the Sheikah Slate or I want to use her light powers. Yeah, fair. I think that's what we're going to get. Either you fight as, like, Minoru with, like, construct items, or you fight as Minoru as a construct. You know?
Fair. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so 53 seconds.
So you know which character to swap to in any situation.
So here we got some good shots. So I'm going to pause at 59 seconds, but we got a good shot of the Zora sage there. And now we see Zelda using Zonai devices over at 59 seconds. Was this confirmed in a trailer before? I can't remember.
I think we saw a use of a Zonai device in a trailer before. So I'm pretty sure I said on an episode, I was like, I think we're going to get to use some Zonai devices.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Like when I saw this, I was like, yeah, okay, that seems natural.
I feel like it looks really goofy, but I'm for it. Like she's just holding hydrant, like let me just like hydrate all these
I think it's fine. I mean, it's like it's not any more goofy than it was in Tears of the Kingdom, to be fair. All right, let's press play. 59 seconds. So we've got the hydrant, we've got the fan that Minoru's using, which is great. This is really cool. Okay, so pausing at 1 minute 6 seconds. So Zelda throws the fan, and it's pointing upwards, and so now all of the Gibdos are like sucked in like this vortex. That's pretty cool.
That is cool. Yeah,
that's
I like
a pretty
that.
sweet
so
shot.
You can kind of use it in your environment to do different things while you fight.
Yeah. What do you think the chances are that you do not freeze when a Gibdo looks at you in this game? I think they're pretty good.
So in the past with the original Hyrule Warriors, there were Gibdos or Redeads, I think both actually, and they would scream and you would get frozen for a second, but it was because they screamed. So I think if you're fast enough and you don't let them scream, or maybe there'll be like a big captain like there was in Hyrule Warriors, if you kill that guy, you won't have the risk of being frozen. So that's how I see it playing out.
Got it. All right. Let's keep it moving. We're pressing play at 106. Oh, there we go. We got the lightning.
Ooh, and you can add like elements to the water, to the wind.
Yeah.
So she added like an electric power to that wind turbine thing that she set up, and now that it's electrocuting all the Gyptos. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that mix and match. I mean, I think that'll probably be like, you know how like Age of Calamity had like the Sheikah Slate abilities for, or like not Sheikah Slate, but like the bombs and stuff like that you could use. Like I think that'll kind of be like this game's version of that, where like you can use those different things. Okay, so 108, we're going to go forward. So here is Sonya at 111.
So we did see Sonya.
We did see Sonya. And we got our first look at the Sync Strike here. So Zelda's using her weapon. I mean, it certainly looks like Sonya is going to be a playable character. She has a ginormous bow. She's on the field.
Yeah. I don't know why I questioned it for a second when you asked earlier. Because I'm like, we saw her character sheet where she had a bow. Yeah. Obviously, she's in this game.
I mean, I think that makes sense, too. So I'm kind of jumping around a little bit here. But so Sync Strike is... I think it was shown in a previous trailer, but now it has a name. And now we have, like, the idea behind it. I mean, like, that's pretty cool, I think. Like,
I think it's a cool thing.
Yeah. Okay, so going forward here, we got a cool shot of the Gerudo champion at 116. That looks really sweet. Oh, and we got a new character here. I don't know who this is, but she looks like someone not to be truffled with.
So I had another new theory that I brought up in the break room. What reference did you make?
You know how like sometimes you'll like make a reference and like, you know how I was telling you like Sam and I, we watch The Office so much and like I will say things to her like that's an inside Office reference or something like that. And it's so common now with us that I'll say it like just outside and not even think about it. So I said not to be truffled with, instead of trifled. Michael Scott, it's okay. Never mind. Everyone just thinks I'm an idiot. That's okay. I am an idiot.
There's always this thing with Andy and I where he'll say something and I just blow right past it. And then he's like, oh.
Thanks. Yeah. Who do you think this is?
I had this other theory.
Okay.
So I brought it up in the break room, but I don't know if it became a discussion, where you see a few different characters of the different races. So I wonder if our stages are going to have like sidekicks, because you've got this woman here with the Gerudo stage. And then later we'll see somebody with the Rito sage. And so I kind of wonder if we're getting another bonus character play as from each race.
Yeah, I mean maybe. Maybe it'll also be like the one guard that is just randomly playable with Zelda and Rauru Minoru as their bonus character here. But I mean this character certainly looks pretty intimidating.
Looks
so,
super
oh my goodness, look at that. So 118 just bringing the pain to this legion of enemies here. So great shot of Minoru, and Rauru just looks like super wicked here. He's got like all these spears coming around him. Oh, yikes. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy.
No, yeah, he looks so intimidating.
He does. Okay, so 2-player split screen co-op. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. I'm assuming we're probably going to be doing this for the Zelda Dungeon Marathon.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've always kind of struggled with the split screen on Hyrule Warriors. I feel like it's really narrow and kind of bugs me because I used to play with my brother. But it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's cool that you could play with somebody. I just never really liked the split screen.
I mean, it's good that the option is there, I think, at least.
Yeah. Yes.
So there you go. So 2-player split screen co-op. Some cool stuff. You got game share, so that's kind of neat. If you want to play with someone else, they don't necessarily need to have a copy of Age of Imprisonment, and you could play across generations. So Switch 2 to Switch 1. Kind of neat. Oh, here we go. Here's the story. Okay, so let's pause it right here at 141. So we have got Rauru, Minoru, Zelda. Can you identify this person, Al?
No. I wonder, again, it could be just an NPC, but we do know that somebody was trailing the royal family around because they're the one that wrote all the stuff that you have to, I don't know if it was like an attendant or something. I can't remember, but they wrote all the stuff that you have to translate in tears. So maybe this is that person. Because I kind of wondered if they were going to be around in this game.
Yeah, maybe. I could see that. Okay, let's press play. We're at 141.
Uncover.
Oh, I gotta pause right away again at 142. Minoru doing something creepy in the depths. It certainly looks like here.
I think it just looks like a seal, and I want to say we've seen something similar before
I don't
in
know.
Tears.
Maybe. Looks pretty creepy. Let's press play here. 142.
Ancient truths that
Oh yeah. Okay. So let's go back a split second. I went forward too far. Because you're right. There's definitely some kind of like creepy red magic seal here going on.
Yes.
So yes. Let's press play.
truths
And
that
here
were
we go. We got the shot of the secret stone for, I'm assuming that is Zelda's hands. If I can find it
yeah.
here at 143.
that were only
We've got Minoru's secret stone also at 144.
glimpsed in the
I think
Legend of
that's
Zelda.
Raru's secret stone.
Oh, I'm sorry. So let's actually go back and listen to what this announcer is saying.
Only glimpsed in the Legend of Zelda. Ancient truths that were only
Ancient
glimpsed
truths
in the
that were
Legend of
only
Zelda,
glimpsed
Tears
at
of the
during Tears of the Kingdom. Here you go. A Gleeok. Let's go. That's going to be really fun. It's a Frost Gleeok that we're fighting here in the air. That's going to be
That
great.
looks sick.
Yeah,
That
that's
looks
gonna
so
be great.
sick. It kind of gives me the same vibes as when you were fighting as the divine beasts, and like you just had these kind of cool cinematic scapes of everything that was going on. But
Legend
this
of
looks.
Zelda.
I can't tell if this is a cutscene or an actual fight. Like
Yeah,
it's so
let's
different.
go back and
than-
rewind this and see
In the
what the
Legend of
foo is going. This looks like Minoru and her construct just like blazing across a landscape here. I'm gonna say this is probably a cutscene. Would be my guess.
Yeah, I want to say it's a cutscene, but I'm gonna go different. It's not Minoru, and I feel like we will see that here in a few seconds. It's because it has the Korok on its back, and we've seen.
Ah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, I'm going frame by frame, and you can see the Korok on its back. So I think it's not Minoru.
of the King.
So our Rito Sage is fighting this Gleeok. Man, this Gleeok just looks
Again,
so
I
good.
don't think it's the Rito Sage. I think it is our new friend that we're
Is
going
it
to
the
see
new?
in the
Is
trailer
it the
here.
new guy? Where's the Korok?
Yeah.
Where are you at, Mr.
He's-
Korok?
Here, let me see. Well, basically, I'm going frame by
Tears of the
frame,
King.
and you can see the guy spinning on the wings.
Oh, you're right.
And
Mr.
the
Korok
Korok
is
on
right
his back.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, Eagle Eye Al. Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, I think it's our new character that we're gonna see shortly.
Let's keep going, and we're gonna move over. We're at 147. Uh-oh, Zelda looks like she's in a bad time. What's going on here? Let's press play.
Zelda,
See, this is
Tears of
the
Kingdom.
figure that I think is fighting the Gleeok.
Yeah, you're probably right. That very well could be true. And there is a Korok there, so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so we're at 150. Let's keep going, and this certainly looks like it's in the depths, which is cool.
Yep. This part that we're looking at right now is in the depths. Yep.
Oh, ho, ho. There he was. So Mr. Transformer himself.
He is a transformer.
That is pretty cool. Okay, so let's play it out here, and then we'll come back. So we're at 152. Let's just play it.
Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment launches on Nintendo Switch 2 November 6th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Boom.
eShop.
There it is. So there we go. Pokemon Crossing here, Al. You want to watch that trailer?
Yes.
Oh.
So
I guess we are actually.
I let me go back to Zelda Dungeon really quick because I'm pretty sure we see in official art that the Korok kind of rides on that new construct person's like back or on their
Yeah.
shoulder
Yeah.
at some point in the official art or on the cover of the game. I can't remember which. So that's why I was like, oh, this is that new character, and it looks like he could just. And we're assuming he. I don't know. We're assuming he because it's like a Link, like you're gonna have your Link like character in this game, and
Sure.
it looks like he can summon his like the wings, the Zonai device wings, and then despawn them or whatever he's doing. Like you said, he's a transformer, so I think you'll be able with this character to kind of like pull out random Zonai devices and use them in different ways while you're fighting as this guy.
Yep. Totally. And like, so we don't actually see that character in this trailer, but like the official artwork must have come out like right after, because like immediately like this guy was everywhere. Like the Zonai construct was everywhere, and then the official box art was revealed, which has this character front and center on it. So like very clearly, I think this is going to be your Link-esque character in this game.
Right.
Which is kind of cool, kind of daring a little bit. Now, I did hear some people kind of have some qualms about, like, well, are they going to retcon the fact that Link now has this character's arm in Tears of the Kingdom versus having Raru's arm in Tears of the Kingdom? I will once again, I'm sure there's a way you can write to get around that. Like, maybe this character's arm goes to Raru in this game, or, like, I don't know, something.
This is, I mean, for me, if you look at the stills of this character, this construct, it's a construct arm. It's not an arm. Raru has an arm that has like stuff on it, and so that's the Link gets like a real arm. It's not a construct arm. So I don't see where that came up. Just the fact that he's got kind of construct looking arms, but his arms are not real. They're not flesh. Mm-hmm. So nobody's getting a construct arm here except this guy.
Yeah, I agree too. You know what? There's Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment Fight the Epic Imprisoning War trailer. Let's see what this is about. Is this the same trailer? It certainly looks like it. Oh, you know what? Not exactly the same, actually. So, right there, I don't think we've seen Zelda in her Tears of the Kingdom get-up fighting yet, have we?
Mm-hmm. I want to say I saw something from Rod on Blue Sky, the second that I got on Blue Sky yesterday to post a food picture. Saying that this information is not new.
I don't think it is, but let's just quickly go through it anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of the same stuff here.
Yeah.
One thing, though, that we can definitely see, Al, is that... let's pause. We saw the Aqua Monster here with the arms, so we can confirm that that is the Water Temple boss. This guy right here. Over at 13 seconds on this next trailer, which is called Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment Fight the Epic Imprisoning War.
Okay, yeah. And then we also saw the, as you were playing a little bit later, we saw the Rito, the Rito companion to the stage. I don't know what to call them yet. Sidekick, companion.
Yeah, so this looks like basically the same trailer, just with, like, without a lot of, like, the gameplay stuff that was put in.
Mm-hmm. Looks cool either way. It all looks so good. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Now this trailer, though, this is where you see the official, like, artwork of this character. I love his, like, Zonai hair. That's like falling.
Oh yeah, like it's all kind of like light and stuff. And then I can't. Is the Korok on his shoulder, or is he just behind him?
I think he's on his shoulder.
Okay.
I think he's on his shoulder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and does he have a similar scarf? Maybe. Let's let this trailer play through. I don't think there's anything else. Oh, it just shows you the bonus that you can get. So, a High Guard sword, High Guard's claymore, if you have save data. Those look so cool. I wish we could have had those in Tears. Those looked awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they give me like fairy sword vibes from Majora's Mask.
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I could see that. Okay, so I mean, I think the big question on everybody's mind that they want to know more about is this figure right here.
Yes.
And it looks like certainly it's like a living, I was going to say not breathing, but you get the idea, construct that can kind of like shapeshift into various things. I think that idea has like a ton of really cool potential. So I'm quite excited to see what this character is all about. I have to think that like this arm from this character is the arm that Link uses in Tears of the Kingdom. And probably that's what allows him to use those like shape-shifting, ultra hand like abilities, would be my guess.
Didn't we just have this conversation? They're not, his arms are construct arms. Link has an arm. He has a flesh arm.
I mean, it's like kind of like, it's kind of fleshy, kind of constructy.
Okay, now I need to look up a picture. I am so certain that this guy has nothing to do with Link or Raru's arm.
Okay.
I'm so sure.
You know what? Let's Link arm Tears of the Kingdom. Let's see what we get here, Al.
Yeah, it just glows, but it's still flesh.
I mean, yes, but like if you were to give me the argument, but like look at this part, because that's like kind of like light energy right here, right?
Right. But
But
it's still
if
flesh,
we
whereas the construct is just like put together. It's like by light strings,
What-
and it's metal.
what I'm saying though is that like look at this guy's hair. That's kind of like the same material. Like, is that impossible to think that like the energy or whatever that powers this like creates like skin like or limb like or hair like or whatever, fill-ins, let's just call them.
I mean, sure, but like if you look at the official art of this guy, his arms are not flesh. They're just not.
Well, no, I understand that, but like I'm just saying, like, is there a way where, looking at this, so let's just take a look at this. So looking at the arm, and obviously this isn't a great example because this is actually the statue that's in New York, so maybe not the best example, but let's look at this one here. So like, yes, this is very clearly like, it definitely looks like flesh, but like it to me it just kind of looks like the same energy that this guy's hair is made out of a little bit.
I mean, yes, because it's Zonai energy, so like they could still glow. I'm totally like I agree with you there. Like the energy is there, but I promise you that especially when we were watching like the construct we put together in the last trailer, like it's made of like the metal or the whatever material makes the constructs in Tears of the Kingdom, that's what it's made out of. Whereas Rauru has a flesh-embodied arm that you use the Zonai power, the energy, whatever from it, and then gives it to Link. So, like, I don't know where this theory came from, but I don't understand it. Because I
look at the arm. I could totally see an argument. Like, this doesn't look that natural. It doesn't look like it's made of flesh. It looks like it's like mechanical. A lot of it. I could see that argument.
I cannot at all.
I just rolled my eyes at Al.
I can't wait for this discussion in the Zelda Cast later this week.
I mean, hey, like I'm not saying that this is like going to happen. I just think like, I think that this character is probably going to be important.
Look at Rauru's character and his arm, which he gives Link, and compare it to the construct.
All right, Al. Rauru arm. I mean, it certainly looks similar. Listen, I'm not saying that like I'm like sold on the theory. I'm just saying like I can see if someone wants to argue it with me, I can have that conversation. And at the same time here, we're talking about transplanting someone's arm to another person, okay? I think there's some leeway that we can give here because that's obviously a ridiculous idea. It was ridiculous when they did it in Metal Gear Solid 2. And it's ridiculous here, but like, who cares? I'm just like, okay, I'm down for it. And I think like if you really want these games to have some weight, like you kind of do need to tell people like there is some connection between like the games and like what happens in like the mainline Zelda game. So I'm not totally sold on it, but I could see the merits in that theory. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, I disagree, but that's fine. This is how the world works. We're allowed to disagree with each other and have different opinions. It's totally fine. Also, this guy, I looked at his scarf, the construct, has the same design. So I'm just wondering where they got these scarves, the Korok and this construct.
I don't know. Rauru has the scarf too. Everybody's scarf.
That's his cloak thing, and I'm pretty sure Minoru also has the same design on her clothing. But I'm just like, what is the relation? Because they all have the same scarves or the same pattern on their clothing.
I gotta say, I hated the blue scarf from Hyrule Warriors, like the OG one.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was fine. I liked it. It was okay.
I wasn't. It didn't like ruin the game or anything for me, but like I was just like, oh, this is kind of lame.
They were like, this is what we give to the hero of Hyrule, right? So they gave it to Link, and I thought it was cute.
Yeah, it's okay. So a lot of people seems to not like the arm theory about how I'm just saying like to me it sounds as ridiculous like Rauru transporting his arm to Link as like a construct that can clearly shapeshift and create like energy light to create hair and who knows what else. That seems like as plausible as Rauru just like taking his arm off and being like, here you go. Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's this. Maybe the construct powers Raru's magical arm. I'm just saying, like, maybe there's some kind of connection there. Is what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay. I still don't think so, and I guess it's fine that you think so or other people think so. I just don't get it. They're two completely different things. Like one, it's like saying like if it was robotic, then yeah, fine. That would if Raru's arm was robotic, if Link's arm was robotic, but it's not.
I mean, look at that arm. It's at least like kind of robotic, right?
It just looks like an ancient arm that has Zonai pieces on it.
Which I would say is like at least
Zonai
half
jewelry?
robotic.
No, it's not like made up of the pieces. It's wearing like it's like jewelry.
I don't know.
Like
Wow.
armbands, rings.
Okay. Well,
It's not
obviously we
being
don't.
kept together by that. It's just an arm. If you took all that stuff off, it would still just be a flesh arm.
Okay, but would it be a flesh arm made of energy? Is similarly to how this construct's hair is being made? Maybe it's
I
like
think
malleable.
that
Maybe.
the arm has you because he's a Zonai. He has the power to use that energy. And then the constructs are built of that energy.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that it's like that big of a stretch if you wanted to connect those dots to make
It's
it.
so
like,
funny because anytime we have a disagreement, you're always like, "I don't think it's that big of a stretch. I could see this." They
It's
just have
not.
to say one thing, and that's it.
They do. How about
No.
this? The energy that creates Raru's arm is a special kind of Zonai energy that is now embedded into this construct, and that's how he is like a living, breathing construct that can shapeshift. Like, is that so wild to say like they have the same type of energy that powers like the
No,
Raru's
that we're
arm?
not
And
disagreeing that on that at all. Of course, it's the Zonai energy. It's all the same Zonai energy, of
Yeah.
course. But people are like, "Oh, this construct arm is going to Raru and then going to Link." No, it's not. They don't have a construct arm. They can just use the energy.
see, I'm just saying, Al. I'm looking at this dude's arm right here. It does not look that dissimilar from Raru's arm. It really doesn't.
Because it's made out of construct stuff, but Raru has like.
So then why is it so difficult to take a
Because
theory where it could go to
Oh
Link?
my god! How I feel like I'm being so like gaslit and crazy right now. Like, I need help. Somebody help me this week before I beat Andy up on Wednesday. Like,
That was probably going to happen anyways, regardless of what happened here. Okay. Somebody asked us in our Q&A episode whose arm is does Link have? Okay.
oh my god.
Get it started. That'll be question number one. Listen, I'm not saying I think it's official. I'm just saying like you could make it work, and I do like if someone were to say that to me, like there's Link there's a connection with his powers and this construct and Raru, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I could find that. I could believe that.
I would think that if it is real, that was so stupid because it's two different materials. Metal and flesh. It's not the same thing. Same energy can come from because it's all Zonai, right? It's all Zonai, so the energy's there. Raru can use the energy in his arm. Link can use the energy in his arm. This guy can use the energy in his arm because he's made of the energy, but he's still made of metal or whatever material they use to make the constructs.
Maybe this energy can turn metal to flesh, Al.
I don't think so.
But you don't know that.
I don't know that, but that would also take us way out of the realm of canon if they started doing crazy stuff like that.
No, it wouldn't. You don't know that. You don't know that it can't do
all
that.
All of a sudden, there's this new guy, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna turn this construct into a real boy." And then, like, what the heck was he during Tears of the Kingdom? Nowhere.
Well, we'll probably find out in
is
Age of
this canon?
Imprisonment. He might not make it. That doesn't take you outside of canon at all. That's just like blank spots in the story that we don't know about. There's a difference. Al's about to shut
Then
her camera off
why
here.
wasn't he there during their final like battle with Ganondorf?
Maybe he died. I don't know. We'll see. This
I
game
can
will
see,
tell us,
like,
I'm
him
sure.
being like destroyed because he's a construct, and then it's like, oh no, our friend was destroyed. Let's go avenge him and fight Ganondorf.
Right.
That's why he wasn't there in Tears of the Kingdom. That makes sense.
What about this, Al? Okay, and we were talking about The Last of Us before we started the show. Now, without getting into spoilers for anything here, The Last of Us shows you a scene, okay, but then later in the series it shows you that same scene, but there's more attached to it, where you come back and you see more that happens. Now, we saw what we saw in Tears of the Kingdom, and we did not see this construct. We did not see the Korok, right? Which is totally valid. But like, would you be against if they showed you that scene, but then it was like expanded, and then maybe there is the construct, or maybe there is the Korok, maybe they were on like their own separate mission or something like that. That just we didn't see it in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, how would you feel about that?
If they're on their own thing, cool. But if they're in that particular scene that we saw 5 times in Tears of the Kingdom because they didn't want to tell us a different story, then that is the equivalent of Age of Calamity, where all of a sudden the old champions and the new champions are working together to fight Calamity Ganon, and they win, and everybody survives. It's the same deception.
Fair. I'm just saying, like, what if they can weave in a way where they are there, but they keep those scenes exactly as they were, but maybe they're just doing like something else that allows them, like the champions of Robber and stuff. Like, because I think maybe that could be an avenue that they take, because it's not contradicting; it's just adding contexts, right?
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that would be weird. Like, why send some of your allies away when you're about to have your biggest confrontation of your lives? But
well, again, that's where you can write your way out of that, because like maybe there's some magical Zonai beacon, okay, that needs to be lit in order to power up Raru's arm to seal Ganondorf,
and
or
they
like
don't do it.
Something, whatever. Like you can find a reason to separate them.
Mm-hmm. If they're separate, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But
I would be okay with them meeting up like afterwards too, just like obviously not in the same scene that you've seen in the game.
Oh no, you guys lost.
They kind of like, I would say that was a neutral outcome. He was sealed.
Where's Rauru?
Well, yeah, okay, it's a neutral outcome. Okay, nobody's gonna say that they won, but they didn't necessarily lose either, because Ganondorf didn't win nor lose. He's just kind of on ice for thousands and thousands of years. I would really love actually that scene that I'm describing to, like, if they could expand upon how Zelda set up the time travel in Tears of the Kingdom to like bring herself back. I think that'd be a really cool like moment. That would enhance the story of Tears of the Kingdom to me.
Can you say that again?
Because like one of my complaints in Tears of the Kingdom is that Zelda seems to go back in time originally for kind of like no reason. Like her secret stone powers bring her back, and she goes back to the past, which like you could probably just leave it as is. If someone were to tell me like her secret stone powers were just like activated in a moment of distress and brought her back, like, okay. But I think it would be cool if, like, you see in the past, Zelda's just like, after Rauru falls, she's like, I need to do something to like make sure that I come back to the past in the future. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Kind of like that bootstrap paradox a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
We'll see. Things get gnarly with time travel here, as we know. And obviously we're still a little bit hurt after the events of Age of Calamity. So lots of emotions here. November 6th, though, 2025.
This year.
Yes. Well, okay, you're not looking at the video, okay? It was 2020. It was 202, and then I pressed play, so the 5 would flash up.
Oh, that went away. Gotcha.
Yes. Okay. All right. Well, so next week we're going to do a Q&A episode. So get your questions in. We ask us about the arm, okay? We got to know about the arm. We got to talk more about the arm. Give us your theories and your evidence for and against. And I'm totally happy to come on next week and say, like, yeah, somebody said this, and like it totally rebuffs the arm idea, which I'm not like married to here. Okay, I'm just throwing it out there as something I could like maybe see.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go. Al, anything else from the trailer? From anything that you want to add? Please don't bring any peanuts to Seattle. I know you're angry, but
I wouldn't like actively try to kill you though.
Well, I don't know. You and Sam have been talking a lot. I mean,
he's like, oh my god, I made her mad. She's gonna bring peanuts and kill me.
Yes, everybody, I am allergic to peanuts. I don't know if that's common knowledge on the show or not, but it's true.
I don't have much else to say. I'm just really interested because there's been some stuff that we've had discussions about in the past where I'm like, I'm so sure that I'm right, and people are like, nah, I kind of agree with Andy. So I mean, listen, I will be so honest. I'm not very open to this idea or any explanation. So like, but okay. I'm curious to see what people have to say.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, the game is. Yeah, we're not waiting long for the game, so we're going to have some answers. You know, I will say this: the longer, maybe let me rephrase that. Like the closer we get to release, and the less we know about these 4 like sages, I feel like kind of the more like, I'm just like, these have to be someone that we kind of know but kind of don't, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just because, like,
Okay.
I think maybe it's not, but to me it just seems like kind of a cold, like if you're introducing 4 just brand new characters that are just like whoever, you know? It's kind of cold to me.
I understand. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I was just looking at our timeline here. Only a few weeks until Pokemon Legends, and then like 3 weeks after that is, I don't know if I could finish Pokemon Legends in 3 weeks before Age of Imprisonment.
Yeah, that's a tough assignment. Dude, I don't know if I can finish Age of Imprisonment in less than a month before Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah,
so
that's
we'll
gonna
see.
be tough.
Okay, we are going to get out of here. The Great Arm Debate rages on next week. So let us know your questions
Let's
about...
just add it to the list. The Calamity Juice, the Dragons, the Great Arm Debate.
Listen, I think the Dragons would be so cool, okay? I don't know. As we get closer again and we don't see any of that, I kind of feel less gung-ho. But I still think it was such a great idea and they should do it. And if they're not going to do it in the game, it should be DLC. So, okay, we are going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for listening to us. We want to remind you once again that you can check us out wherever you get your podcast. Go like and subscribe and recommend and rate and review and all that jazz. If you got a Zelda fan in your life, tell them where they can get their weekly Legend of Zelda fix. And we do have a Patreon, as mentioned earlier, patreon.com/spnet. If you really want to take your Zelda Cast love to the next level, come and check us out there. We've got tons of bonus stuff, tons of extra shows, tons of content for you as a Zelda fan. Check out these episodes on YouTube. Or Zelda Dungeons YouTube, excuse me, and then you can go and see our smiling faces and Al glaring at me as we do these episodes together. Give us a follow over on Blue Sky at Spateri316 at Alasyn Aletha at the Zelda Cast, and that, my friends, is going to do it for us. So until next week, everybody, take care.
Bye.
Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this clip and want to see more of the Zelda Cast, make sure to head over to your favorite podcast platform of choice and subscribe. There are over 200 episodes in the vault that will provide you with hundreds of hours of Zelda content for you to enjoy. You can listen to us when you're on a walk, fighting Ganon, trying to sleep, whatever. And if you want to see these shows as they happen, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/the Zelda Cast, where you can watch our beautiful faces talk about Zelda every single week. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.